Oh, okay, everyone. We got a cutscene here.
Mom. Mom.
Alex, what are you doing here?
I just got discharged. I was in the hospital for a bit, but I'm alright now.
You've been gone too long.
Yeah. Where is everybody? Where's Josh?
I don't know. Your father went to look for him. But now he's gone. Everyone's gone.
Mom, what's going on here? What happened? Mom.
I miss your brother, Alex.
Look. I'll find him. I had this dream. I just have a feeling he's in trouble. Don't worry about it. I'll find Joshua. Mom, your dress is... What was that?
The basement.
I'm gonna go look around. You just stay here.
Okay, so we met our mom here. And I just want to say that I thought that that button upstairs was most definitely what we need to do. But it took me about 5 minutes of wandering around. And I couldn't figure out how to press the goddamn button. And when I walked downstairs, the cutscene started on its own. I still can't press the button. Okay. Good game design. Just great stuff. So you would think, I just want to point out that, it's about, about the time in the game where you got your first weapon, now you get your first firearm, you get your pistol. The gun you can't use, it's not a gun. The old revolver, it's not a gun, it's not a weapon. We can't use it, still just have the knife. It's just a story item, I guess. This is our mom, who clearly does not care about us, is pretty much catatonic, almost. She can still talk to us, though.
Just let me be, Alex. I don't know anything else, Alex. I'm sorry. I can't talk to
So
you
the fact that
anymore.
the door is open now and that there's a trace means that she obviously came from the basement, and she knows what's in the basement, but she won't tell us for some reason. I'll just leave it alone, I don't want to get shocked. So let's head downstairs and see what's going on. Oh, I forgot that we need another cutscene. It was about time. I forgot I was playing a game. Okay. So this enemy is called the Lurker. Wow, he just hit us hard. And again, I want to point out the complete folly in not only the broken combat that I could stab him to death that easily, but also in the long intro cutscene in which we're able to see him fully, as opposed to having a dark basement with some, you know, knee-high water with a lurking slimy creature underneath that can grab you, and you don't really know what it looks like or where it is. Instead of having, you know, fear of the unknown, they decided to show you it completely. And I want to give this game some credit. Some of the enemy designs, the ones that aren't rip-offs, are actually really good. The Lurker isn't really good, but it's okay. Its symbolism is sort of based in a spoiler I can't get into now, but just remember that Alex said that he always had a hard time getting the bathtub. Basically, he fears water, and that these things lurk under the water, and that when they pop up, there's sort of, you know, they hurt you and they attack you. So there's some symbolism to the fact that they pop up from underwater. They're sort of like his memories of the past. They're not always present, but when they do pop up, they attack and they cause him pain because of, you know, his military service and so on. So, you know, find symbolism. Nothing wrong with it. There's the face that's ripped open with the teeth, like the thing that we cut through earlier, like the vagina dentata. Again, sort of baseless symbolism that makes really no sense. Just symbolism for symbolism's sake. But the other bits of enemy design in the game, actually pretty good. Like I said, the music and some of the imagery, and then the actual enemy designs, fine, you know, they're good. Some of the symbolism is just complete nonsense and there for no reason. Some of it could be okay, although it is based on mostly speculation. There's no confirmation like in the first few Silent Hill games as to this. This is all speculation, but without the speculation, there'd be nothing for me to say. But yeah. You'll also notice there's a cut down the middle of the... Sorry, I bumped the mic. Down the chest of the Lurker, much like the enemies, or the creatures we saw in the hospital that were split in half. It seems to have been split in half and sewn together. So there's a recurring theme of splitting and division. So, as much as I hate this game, I have to admit, not that bad. You know, not that bad. But the entire execution of it, as far as disturbing you or making you really think about it or bothering you or even just scaring you or frightening you in any way, done very poorly. Not scary at all. So let's go over here and look through here. There's some sort of sheen. There's obviously someone on the other side. Looks to be a guy in a white t-shirt. Let's say hello to him. Oh, but when we go through, you can see it's now just a mannequin. I don't know why we'd have this in here. What I think they should have done instead of having a mannequin here is just have nothing here once you go through. So it's sort of like a ghost or a memory instead of having a mannequin that looked nothing like it, and there's no reason there should be a mannequin here. Open the door.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The door is locked, but it can be opened with the right key. So the guy in the white t-shirt is obviously Alex's dad, as you can see here. He was military, or, you know, was into the military, because he says yes sir and everything. Hence probably why Alex got in the military. Can't open this though. But I'm pretty sure we can drain the basement if we head over to this pump. Looks like a remote for a garage is sitting on top of the water pump. What is it doing here? If it runs out of fuel, use the can from the garage to fill it. Okay. Backyard door won't open while the basement is flooded. The safety latch is somewhere under all that water. Okay. So let's head outside to the garage and open it up. Let's say hi to our mom.
I can't talk to you. Right
Oh, okay.
now.
I can't even say there's a monster in the basement. Cool loading screen, dude. I also want to note and point out that every time it loads, it says not responding and the game comes close to crashing. So let's use this remote here. And because he said that there's something that tried to scratch its way out, we can obviously tell that it was this monster called the Lurker. So outside of water, it's just not very scary anymore. And again, none of the enemies are really intimidating, or, you know, it's not really a survival horror game anymore. We don't have to conserve resources or anything. We can just slash with the knife and we stun lock it. You can see it kind of looks like a mermaid because it's underwater and everything, since it has its legs bound together. Grab the steel pipe here. By the way, we should turn on our flashlight. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, more manuals on how to do charge attacks and combos. That doesn't break my immersion at all. Can't pry this open with this weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot, in this game that you have specific prompts that you need to use specific weapons for. So for example this, you need to use the pipe to pry this open. Oh, nice glitch there. I'll grab the empty gas can. And let's switch back to the knife. Oh, hey buddy. Just used our dodge button there. Oh man, I forgot you have to purposely initiate combat every time, even though it's trying to attack you. So, because we got an empty gas can, I think we have to actually go through here and try and find some gas over here. Because if it's just empty, there's nothing we can do with it. There's some ghosts singing Ring Around the Rosie, and a newspaper. Paul Russell Douglas was executed for the murder of 8 children in and around Silent Hill and Shepherd's Glen areas. According to court records, he offered no resistance as he was arrested and strapped into the electric chairs officials witnessed and reporters watched. This execution is not going to stop anything, Douglas said. I've worked and waited for this day. All that's left is to rejoin my lord. After preparations were completed, Douglas received a sudden blast of electrical current, followed by a 2-minute stream of that jolted him back in the chair. Medical officials pronounced him dead at 2:09 p.m. Okay. Big spider crawling next to army toys in the yard. Okay. Big slide. Nothing else really to be seen. I think we can go through here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to purposely go into the inventory just to switch weapons. I think the reason they did that is just to discourage you from always using the knife. Nothing over here. I want to point out that wow, that's really scary when your enemy is clipping through items. It really keeps me immersed in the game, dude. Anyways, I want to point out that literally everything is gray. Inside the house, outside the house, everything is gray. In the other games, you had the bright green jacket that James wears, you have the bright white vest that Heather wears, you have the colorful mall, the colorful subway. Everything is a vivid rust brown and red and orange. In the other world, where that's a dark, dank blue and green in Silent Hill 2. In Silent Hill 1, it's very realistic colors with a slight fog. For some reason, the color palette of this game is just gray. Just gray. That's it. Like, you can see literally the enemy, even, you know, Alex. You can barely tell that his jacket has camo on it. You probably can't even tell. But it does. It's just so washed out and gray for no reason at all. Just bad. So I bet this truck, we can use the, siphon some gas out of it. Yep, filled up the gas can. Cool. Can we climb this ladder, do you think? Oh, we can. I'm actually surprised that you can. Oh, never mind. It doesn't go anywhere. That's why. It does nothing and goes nowhere. I just built up my anticipation. I almost thought for a second they put in a minute amount of effort to let you explore, but they didn't. There's a child's drawing here. Someone swinging alone. Okay. I wish there was more to these pictures that I could explain and say, like, well, later on we'll get some reveals that will tell us in the reveals, twists and reveals in the plot that will make these significant, but really they don't really mean anything. They don't have any plot significance or foreshadowing. Some of them have some, but it really, actually now that I think of it, no, they don't. Let's see if the game will, yep, not responding. The game loading screen literally freezes, and then it just pops us in. Excellent game. So, fire this up. And I want to point out there's a massive amount of water in here. And it's sucking all the water up. And where it's going, I'm not sure. There seems to be a cord going out the other way. So yeah, there's a cord going out this way, I guess. Okay, maybe it's like a sump pump that goes out the backyard. I can accept that. Oh, the game just froze for a second. And another different loading screen instead of the other loading screen for some reason. Yeah, it's the sump pump goes out here. I don't think it's legal to throw it into somebody else's yard, but hey, where's the dog? So we have a dog named Shuki, it looks like. Air conditioning unit, never worked really well. A hose. Swing set. Oh. Oh, that scared me actually. Can very clearly hear a dog on the other side of here. Let's grab this health drink. Yeah, it spooked me because the surround sound made it sound like he was right here, but he's actually just glitching out on the other side of this wall. Josh was so excited when they bought this for him. They never bought anything like this for me. Really driving home the point that Alex is unloved. Another child's drawing. So it just looks like a mass burial. a mass grave, an unmarked grave. Let's see if we can go in the back door of our house here. It's a bright bug zap lamp. And we can go inside. Okay. Hopefully there's a saving point in here. I've been playing this game for longer than I would like to. It's been almost 2 hours. Answering machine, no tape inside. Let's play the tape.
Josh! What are you doing? Relax, Dad. We're just making a radio show. Alex, go downstairs. Why? Just do it. Fine.
So again, Alex is unloved and nobody likes him. Oh no. I don't want to watch that again. Nothing really significant or well written or incredible. We can look in the fridge. What's in the fridge? So even for this, they didn't bother to take off the massive aura, the health drink's aura that it has going on. A health drink. Nothing to eat in the fridge besides, I'm not hungry. Locked door. This door is blocked by wood, or wooden boards. Side room here. Oh, Adam, don't forget to ask Curtis about the engine. Okay. Another mannequin. Not even wearing a dress. It's just sort of a thing draped over it. Mom's sewing machine, she used it to mend our clothes. Sometimes she'd spend all day mending clothes or making things for the other ladies in town. Okay, so that's an excuse for having a mannequin. Fair enough. O Lord, grant me the faith to trust in your judgment, the wisdom to see your way, and the strength to do what is asked of me. Mom's sewing book, she'd sit on the couch. Next sewing project. Okay. Making new clothes was something she loved to do. Fair enough. Well, this door's locked. Essentially all these doors are locked, except for the back way here. I'm trying to open my inventory. Let's take a health drink just to be safe. This little bike here, my old bike. I bought this with the money I made from my paper route. Looks like the tires are flat though. Okay. I remember the day we built this treehouse. We had so many good times. I'd like a treehouse like that. I think the only way we can go is through here. What's this? This is Joshua's backpack. There's a photo inside. This looks like a picture of Dad's hunting room, but how did Joshua get in there? He doesn't care that maybe there's a dead dog on the butcher table? Oh, whatever. Let's head through here. Swarm. Okay, they're not called creepers in this game, they're called swarm. My bad. So silly. Is this a cutscene? Oh, I thought the game was gonna crash there. It was churning along somehow. Another collapsed area. What the hell happened to these streets? So let's take a look at where we are on the map. We are behind my house. So now we have to go to the cemetery, the massive cemetery. Who could have guessed that we had to go there because of the size? Municipal access gate, no trespassing. I said that like Mario. No trespassing. Locked, light is coming from the other side. This flashlight really barely does anything. It is so gray, it's unreal. We got the Rose Heights Cemetery map. You can see giant cemetery. It's locked. Okay. Oliver Hall died November 6th, 1875, age 62. We laughed at him because he was different. He laughed at us because we were all the same. We will never laugh the same again. Erica Hall. Sleep on, sweet mother and wife, and take thy rest. God called thee home. He thought it best. Okay. Creepy angel statue. Thurman Reed. Remember friends as you walk with. So all these have different inscriptions, but I mean none of them really are useful or mean anything. Colin B. Yeah. Here's where Bruce Norwood lies. Nobody laughs, nobody cries, where he goes, how he fares, nobody knows, nobody cares. Well, that's incorrect because I'm crying. I'm crying on the inside from having to play this shitty game. Looking at this giant mass of dead bodies. What happened to all these people in the cemetery? The cemetery. This game is taking away my ability to speak. If any of these mean anything lore-wise or references to something, I'll point it out, but none of these are. There's an old fart digging a grave. Why is that guy digging up graves? Of course we don't even have the ability to say hey or talk to him, because that would be sort of realistic and make sense, and the game wants to keep you bewildered as to why you're playing it and how shit it is. So let's climb down into this massive combat arena that couldn't be any more obvious as to what it is. So we can get another intro cutscene to the scariest enemy in the game. Oh, I'm scared. It is. Oh, wouldn't you know? It's a skinless dog. Oh, is the game crashing? Oh, no. Okay. So this is just the enemy's skinless dog. I can't recall the exact name right now, but I'm pretty sure it's just something stupid like Growler or something along those lines. Skinless dogs are an enemy we've seen since Silent Hill 1. Of course, in Silent Hill 1 they had a split head right down the middle, and then it meant something. And they had some symbolism to them, and Alyssa was very afraid of them, and there's a reason why they were there. We see this skinless dog in the game because Alex had a dog. And that concludes our lesson on homecoming symbolism. Alex had a dog. This fountain is hereby dedicated to the memory of Charlotte Borden by her loving parents. Borden, of course, reference to the axe murderer Lizzie Borden. Taken suddenly from a life yet fulfilled, born, the rest is illegible, age 8 years old. Inseparable yet divided, the two halves of the same person in two places now forever apart. So grab the odd stone plate. I'll have to crawl back up here. More children's graves. So many have died young here. Seems to be a theme of children dying. Let's grab this very obvious health drink and take a look over here. The gate to the Bartlett family mausoleum is locked. That's obviously the Bartlett dude, but we can't see anything to him because the game is a hunk of shit. Gate is padlocked and overgrown with vines. So again, we are very clearly being steered into one direction. Padlocked gate. Padlocked. All locked. All locked. Go through here. Locked. Oh, this one's open. Ooh, a safe symbol. I don't recognize. Okay. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I feel like I'm gonna cry. So every single grave we've been able to look at the names so far. And I assume that Alex didn't know most of these people since they were born in, the 1800s and lived in the 1800s, or in 1923 here, in memory of Mr. Amos Roberts, died March 3rd, 1923 at 66 years of age. So he was literally born in the late 1800s, like just after the midpoint of the 1800s. I don't think Alex knew him. But this grave, for some reason, they couldn't think up another name, so they just had to write, "I don't recognize this name." Every single one so far, we've been able to look at the name. This one, though, even though he obviously knew none of these names or people, but this one, I don't recognize this name. Way to shatter my suspension of disbelief, and break my immersion. I just see. I don't think he knows Elizabeth Sturgis or Jonathan Sturgis. I know something though. I know that I need to get urgently. I don't recognize this name again. I don't recognize this. I urgently need this so badly. I need to save the game. Please don't let it crash here. I haven't saved in hours. So I just want to point out how long the game has let us go without a save point. I haven't been particularly lacking. I mean, I've been missing areas that you can explore if you want beforehand. I've been going straight to the places I need to go. The most time I wasted was a few minutes on the button, and I look at the time. 2:38 p.m. So I went an hour and 20 minutes without a save point. Imagine if the game crashed, as it is wont to do. Anyways, 4 nightmares and a missing person. I'm going to go missing for a little while, take a break, edit these, and just take a day or two, recover after this harrowing experience of about 2 hours of Silent Hill Homecoming in a row. I hope you've seen so far what a mess this is, and I will be back soon. Thank you very much for watching. This is Lying Figure. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and of course, take care.